Students, today we will deal with the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. In this section we will deal with the IUPAC nomenclature of some organic compound, whether this one is alkane, alkene or alkyne. As we have studied earlier that to write the organic nomenclature, to write the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compound, we have to follow the rule. That's first of all we write the name of substituent, and these substituents names are written as the prefix for the organic compound. After that we write the parent chain, how many carbon atoms are present in the parent chain in the form of word root name. After the name of word root, we will write whether the chain is saturated or unsaturated, and the word is called primary suffix. And after the primary suffix, we will use the secondary suffix for the nomenclature of organic compound, which will indicate whether the compound contains any functional group or not. So now we will apply these rules or these orders for the nomenclature of different organic compound. And first of all, in the segment, we will deal with the nomenclature of alkenes. So now we are going to start the nomenclature of alkenes. Those hydrocarbons which contain carbon-carbon single bond are called alkenes. As we have studied earlier that to write the name of organic compound, we will be in the need of prefix, root name, primary suffix or secondary suffix. So we will classify these nomenclature in the small segments as while writing the name of organic compound. First of all, we will select a parent chain which will give us the root name. After that, we will go for the numbering of this parent chain. So the first segment will be selection of parent chain. The second segment will be the numbering of parent chain to indicate what is the position of the substituent. And in the third segment, we will write the name of organic compound according to the following order. So now in the first segment, we will deal with the selection of parent chain. Parent chain help us to indicate how many carbon atoms are present in the parent chain. And while selecting the parent chain for the nomenclature of alkene, we select the longest continuous carbon chain as the parent chain. So the longest continuous carbon chain will work as the parent chain for the nomenclature of alkene. For example, if we apply the rule on the structure having the formula CH3 single bond CH2 single bond CH2, again the CH2 group is present which is bonded with a CH group, and finally twice CH2 groups are repeated which are connected at the terminal CH3 group. To satisfy the position of this carbon atom, we will add the CH3 group as the branch. Now if we are to apply the selection of parent chain for this alkene, so now if we start selecting the parent chain from the right hand corner, then after moving to the fourth carbon atom, now we are having two options. Either we can move in the downward direction, and if we move in downward direction, in the condition the parent chain will contain total 5 carbon atoms. On the other hand, if we proceed to the next option, that is after this 4 carbon atom, if we move to the left hand side, so now in the condition the parent chain will be, in the condition this will be the position of the parent chain, and if we count the total number of carbon atoms for this parent chain, this will be total 4 carbon atoms still here. This will be the 5th carbon atom with a branch of methyl group, then 6th, 7th and 8th. So now if we deal with this parent chain, this contains total 8 carbon atoms, while in the other option the parent chain will be containing total 5 carbon atoms. And as we have studied earlier that chain will work as the parent chain which contain maximum number of carbon atoms. So in the condition my parent chain will be this one. If we take the another example where the CH3 CH2 groups are connected with CH, then CH2 group, and further it is CH2 with a terminal methyl group. To satisfy the valency of this CH group, we will connect CH2 CH2 then CH2 and finally a terminal CH3 group. Now if we are to select the parent chain for this compound, so in the condition if we start from the left hand side, After moving till the third carbon atom, now again we are having two options. Either we can move in the straight direction or we can move in downward direction. Now if we move in the straight direction, we are having the parent chain like this, and this dotted parent chain contains total 6 carbon atoms. So now here the number of carbon atoms are 6, and on the other hand, if we select the parent chain like this one, after this 3, if we move in downward direction, so this will be the parent chain in that condition. And in the condition, the parent chain will include 3 upper carbon atom with the 4 lower carbon atom. And in the condition, this parent chain will contain total 7 carbon atom. And as we are having two options, one parent chain with 6 carbon and another chain with the 7 carbon atom. So this longest chain with the maximum number of carbon atoms will work as the parent chain. If we apply this selection of parent chain for a tougher one, so if the formula of the compound CH3 connected with CH2 group, again CH2, CH and CH3, and at the second carbon atom from the right hand side, we are having a branch of CH2, CH2, single bond CH connected with a terminal CH3. As we can see that the valency of this carbon is not satisfied, means one branch will be there and the branch contains ethyl group, that's CH2 single bond CH3. Now if we are to select the parent chain, we can see that from starting right hand side, if we move in the straight direction, the chain will contain only 5 carbon atoms. So we will move to the longest number of chain, that is in the downward direction. If we start from the right hand side, this chain will include total 2 carbon atoms in the upper chain and third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. So now in the condition, we can see that this chain will work as the parent chain since it contains maximum number of carbon atoms. This chain total includes 7 carbon atoms, while all the other options contains less number of carbon atoms than this condition. So this chain with the 7 carbon atom will work as the parent chain. After selecting the parent chain, we will deal with the numbering of this parent chain. So the second step is numbering of parent chain. Why we do the numbering of this parent chain? This can be answered that as we are to indicate the position of these substituent, that where these are attached, so these can be simply indicated by the number of these carbon atoms. So now we will number this parent chain, and the rule for numbering, as the numbering starts from that corner end from where the substituent or the branch get lowest number. So numbering will done from that corner end of the parent chain from where the substituent gets lowest number. For example, if we are having the parent chain of 5 carbon atom, CH3, CH2, CH2, again CH2 with a terminal of CH3 group, and the second position, now if we change, if we attach a branch on this CH group, so this will be single bond CH3. So now as we can see that the parent chain will be the straight chain since it contains maximum number of carbon atoms. If we are to do the numbering for this compound, so we are having two options. We can start the numbering from the right hand side, and this carbon can be termed as first carbon. This will be second, third, fourth and the fifth carbon atom. On the other hand, if we do the numbering from the left hand corner, the numbering will be, this will be with the first carbon, second with a branch of methyl group, third, fourth and fifth. If we are to see that which one is correct, so we can see if we start the numbering from the right hand side, the branch or the substituent will come at the fourth position, while if we start the numbering from the left hand side, the substituent or the methyl group will come on the second position. Since the rule is the substituent should get the lowest number, so the numbering will start from the left hand side, and this will be the correct way for the numbering. If we apply this numbering of this alkane rules for the given structure where the CH3 group is connected with CH2 and another CH2 group is present with connected with the CH group, CH2 single bond CH3. At the third position, we are having a branch of CH2 single bond CH3. So as we can see that in the condition, the parent chain will be the straight chain since it contains the maximum number of 6 carbon atoms. So this will be the parent chain. Now if we are to do the numbering, again we are having the two options. We can start the numbering from this right hand side CH3 group or from the left hand side. If we do the numbering from the right hand side, the numbering will be first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. And in the condition, when we are doing the numbering from the right hand side, the substituent ethyl group is coming on the third position. On the other hand, if we do the numbering from the left hand side, the numbering will be like this one. And in the condition, as we can see, the substituent ethyl group is coming at the fourth position. According to the lowest number to the substituent, the numbering will be preferred from the right hand side. And this will be the correct way for the nomenclature of organic compound alkenes. Again, if we take a complex one, starting from the CH3 group, it's connected with CH2 with single bond carbon, two branches of methyl, connected with CH group with a branch of methyl, again a CH group with a branch of methyl, and finally after the repetition of CH2 group there will be the terminal CH3 group. The maximum carbon containing chain is the straight chain which contains total 7 carbon atoms. So we will take this straight chain as the parent chain. Now in the condition, if we do the numbering from the right hand side, the first substituent will come on the third position. So it's from the right hand side. On the other hand, if we do the numbering from the left hand side, the substituent will be again on third position. So the numbering from the left hand side, the first substituent come on third position. But we can see that while numbering from the left hand side, we are having two substituent on the third position. While if we number from the right hand, if we number this alkane from the right hand side, the next substituent is coming on the fourth position. So the first substituent is getting similar position. Either we can number this compound from right hand or from left hand side. We will go for the second substituent. The second substituent is coming on the third position while numbering the compound from left hand side. While if we number this compound from right hand side, the next substituent is coming on the fourth position. According to the lowest possible rule or lowest position to the substituent, the numbering will be preferred from left hand side, and this is the correct way for the numbering of this alkene. We can explain this by the lowest sum rule also. The lowest sum rule is also help us to judge that from which side the alkane will be numbered. If we go for the addition of the position of substituent, when we are going to number this compound from right hand side, the substituent position will be third, fourth, and the two substituent will come on fifth position. So the total sum will be 17. While if we number the compound from the left hand side, the substituent position will be 3, again third position, followed by the substituent on fourth position, and finally the substituent is on fifth position. So the sum of this will be 5, 4, 9. This 12 and 3, 15. The sum of the position of substituent will be 15, and according to the lowest sum rule, the numbering starts from that corner end from where the sum of the position of substituent gets the lowest number, and it is again from left hand side. So we can prove this that what the number we have done initially is correct.